One of the most interesting things is how pop culture takes things out of Revelation and then makes a big deal out of them. One is the beast. What about the beast? What's going on in Revelation with the beast? Well, here's something really shocking. There's actually 4 beasts, not 1. So I just want to walk through what they are. Now, the word beast in itself, it refers through in the Bible when it's used as chaos. So wherever you see beast, think of it as a chaos symbol. The beast aims to undo the order that God has made. So its aim is to decreate God's creation. Here we go. The first beast is actually the angel out of the abyss. And you might be thinking, angel? I thought angels were good. Angel can also be a neutral term just for spiritual being. So this is probably a very rebellious angel, and we might call them a demon. So we've got a rebellious angel coming out of this big abyss, and he is apparently the king of the abyss. He likes to kill things. In fact, his name is the Destroyer. John wants to make such a big point out of this. He gives us the Hebrew word for it, which is Abaddon, and then the Greek word Apollyon. What John is doing is saying the name of the angel 3 times to say, this guy wants to wreck stuff. He's up to no good, and his primary tool is destruction. So that's the first beast. Now, what about the second beast? Well, this is the beast of the land, and in the Old Testament, the beast of the land was called Behemoth, and we often use that term for something really, really big. And it's also a chaos symbol. Behemoth creates waste and creates wilderness. And in this story, the behemoth chases the woman and her child and her followers and ultimately fails. This is a symbol for persecution of Christians and of Jesus. And when the beast fails, then Revelations makes fun of the beast because the beast is all tired out, had a really bad day, and hasn't been able to accomplish his quota. Then right after it comes another beast. This is the beast of the sea, Leviathan, the serpent. And this beast creates chaos out of the waters. By the way, this beast, the way Revelation describes it, looks like it's been put together by committee. And again, here it is where the author's making fun of the devil. So one of the ways you survive evil is by making fun of it. And the reason you can do that is because Jesus gets the last word and ultimately evil fails. Now, if the primary tool of Behemoth is violence, the primary tool of Leviathan is deception. Leviathan tries to deceive God's people into worshiping it, and when that doesn't work, then he resorts to violence again. Then there's the fourth one, the beast out of the earth, and I like to call this one the fake Jesus, because he looks like the Lamb of God, but when he opens his mouth, he talks like the serpent, like Leviathan. He's got potty mouth, and he forces people to worship beast number 2 and makes people put a mark on their foreheads or their hands to show that they're worshiping the beast. And he's kind of the all-purpose beastie. He uses both deception and violence and ultimately destroys things. So you may wonder, what is the point of all that? Well, again, instead of thinking 4 separate beasts, these are 4 aspects of evil, and in a lot of ways are a reflection on how the devil does his thing. In other parts of the Bible, we discovered that the devil has only one tool, and that is deception. And then it's worked out in 2 forms. One is counterfeit, where the devil shows up almost like God, but not quite. And the other is intimidation with threats of violence and pain and suffering. Now, the effects of the devil are quite real and creates death and pain and suffering. But at the end of the day, he really can't do anything to you because Jesus has you. And so in a lot of ways, we're exploring how does the devil work. But at the same time, and the Bible often likes to do this, is the Bible is exploring also how human evil works, especially how power works in large institutions that it calls the empires, like Babylon, like Egypt, like Rome.